Greetings to you wherever you are. The presentation that we are about to involve ourselves in is to give you an indication of what's happening in the Takatu mining area. And we are heading into that area to have an on-site assessment at the location directly of what's happening. Also we will attempt to engage persons to have their own personal opinions of how they are getting on and getting through with their objectives in the particular area. Now, the focus for this is based on recent activities that from in the Takatu area location that has resulted in a lift of the commercial activities within the municipality of Bartica. Business persons indicated that there was a rise, appreciative, positive rise in commercial activities. But on the flip side, we've been hearing other things as it relates to this situation in Takatu. So we are going to take a physical on-site visit and view and to engage persons to have a clear understanding of what's happening in the area towards, the upturn in commercial activities positively in the municipality of Bartica. Bartica being a mining-based municipality, commonly referred to as the gateway to the interior, had seen a lull in commercial activities over a period of time, owing to many factors that affected the gold mining industries in both the mining districts of 3, that's Mazaruni, and 4, Kayuni in Region 7. So the focus of this presentation will be to its entirety also to appeal to the powers that be to, in whatever manner, to assist and consider the activities, the mining activities related there in a manner that can be of benefit to the municipality of Bartica, its commercial sector, its residents, and likewise the adjoining communities. So this is our aim. We know that we're in a period here where the GDP of Guyana now it's skyrocketing with the advent of the oil industry, and still again now we would like to appeal to that for some more focus to be had in the mining industry, particularly in this mining district number 4 in the Takatu area, where we will be engaging some miners there to have an understanding, clearer understanding, and a confirmed one on the ground from their standpoint about the current situation and moving forward in having the activities being conducted in a legal and compliant manner to the benefit of all involved. So it's going to be an appeal to the powers that be on behalf of the mining-based community or municipality of Bartica, its commercial sector and its industry that stands to benefit. Yes, like I've indicated to you earlier, we are in at the location here, and we are going to look at this situation here. We're going to hear on the ground directly the circumstances surrounding the situation here in Takatu, which has seen an upward movement in activity that has a positive reflect on the economy of Bartica. Now I'm here with a good friend, right? A very good friend of mine, and I'm going to ask him now why it is now. All right, even self now that there's claim that it's state land, why they can't work.
Well, that is why you're asking the question why it can't work, and they telling everybody that You gotta come after the place, and they're here for guard the land and see that people come off the place, and they ain't telling nobody if it's somebody land or it remain the state land. You understand? I don't know why. Watch, I selling a little sweet drink, I selling little biscuit, little bread, my wife just cook little food. The other day they come and they tell me how they want to seize my bike because they hear I transporting the people, but I don't even move in the night for me camp. You understand? It's a little hustling because I just do taxi walk and the taxi walk slow. And I get in a little more darling here by hustling, selling little food, little drink.
I know
You
that.
understand? I don't even sell alcohol. You understand? I don't know if you come for chop down my camp 2 times. You understand? I get a permission from Mr. Dean for stay upon the land, which is he land, me there upon the state land, and you're still coming and telling me you're going to chop me down. You understand? I can't understand though. I can't understand what's going on at all.
Now, in the face of the circumstances, what the government is doing, and then there's a much talk about promoting mining now, right? Are you prepared to comply with with any circumstances that they would put forward, right, for you to continue working here at peace and at
Yeah.
ease?
Yes.
So, what are some of the things that you're willing to comply with and to do?
Well, what must I say? I'm glad if they could get a peace in this thing that these people don't harassing we like this. They could give we a thing that we could get to walk in peace, comfortable. Like some people doing the detecting work, some people doing other work, forget a little piece of gold. They come by me shop, I do shop, me doing the minga detector. I glad for like things like that for happen. Like we they comfortable man. Since we hear these people coming, everybody got to run in and hide, you got to run in and cut, pull down your thing. We ain't living comfortable in the place.
As Guyanese.
As Guyanese.
Yeah,
You understand?
Now, before you go, now, all right, let me just pause here. Now, how you feel now that, all right, first of all, it's not nobody land, so that you gotta ask permission now, right, for work, all right? How now, or what are your comments now that is state land now? The same people that coming in and say, man, you can't work and thing, now you're Guyanese and you're there in your own country now. What's your comments to that effect there now? Or it is state, not state land now. You gotta ask permission there, but somebody who own the land there now. Good, but how you feel? You explain that, you know, the uncomfort there now that you're experiencing now that they're coming every day and got you running up and down. But then as a Guyanese, how you feel in your own words now that it's state land and GGNC saying you can't work?
Well, state land, at least state land is a land that nobody own. Around?
No private person.
No private person. Just pass.
Yes, how you feel?
Well, I feel that the government should do something about it. Like if they get this for the small miners, so we could walk on with peace, we could walk comfortable, and we don't mind if that they set up a system that we could pay in with tax, we could pay in if we get a GRA something set up that we could pay in with tax. So at least me won't mind, and I know enough others won't mind doing that. So that we could walk comfortable, we could go free, come free, do what we doing, and be comfortable as Guyanese. But too much this is out of hand now because it grieving for now that these people coming in and running in your camp and chopping up you think that you expense yourself. Look, for bringing some things from here to, from out there to here, it's 30,000 a trip with a bike. And a man won't put plenty things on the bike because of the road condition.
Yeah, I just
It break his expense. And all these things these people in considering, chop up your freezer, chop up your hammock, chop up your patio, everything. Throw gasoline on your food what people gotta eat. That is not be coming. And they ain't coming and showing you, well, all right, the warden or the government send a letter that you have to move on so time. And on the time come now that you up and you move, they stating that they got rights to do that. But them ain't got no rights to do that. They ain't bringing nothing and showing you like that. You understand? I hear one time they say if them ain't gold, they're chopping you up. If you walk, when you walk and you don't get them part of what you get, they're destroying you. That is what we Guyanese, we all is Guyanese, and I don't think they'll be coming.
Well, you mentioned something. So, it appears to me now that some getting to do some activities and some in doing.
That's right.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's strange to know that a man walking, he labor, he expense, and he got to the sharing it with you because you
In a position
come in position that you could take advantage of me.
Okay.
You don't want the advantage take, you gotta give it part of what you getting. Everybody get family. You know how much people come in this mountain in Takatu and earn things and happy to know that the first day out of school, which I hear from me own ears in article lady talking, for the last 3 years, for the first day she ever sent her child out to school, she turned to school and be happy because of the Takatu mountain. You understand? She husband sent out 3 ounces of gold for she and she stack up she house. She stack up she train them and send it. For the last 3 years, this is the first time she sent it, the first day to school she trained. Yeah. And she happy about it. And all them things though, they're seen and they're still coming and brutalizing we in the interior here.
All right.
You understand? They even firing gunshot behind people when people running for hide. They see them coming and all these handcuff them to tree, tell them broke up them thing, them own thing and all these things. Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. Now, use the opportunity now, my friend, to talk to the world and to the government now. All right? As the government said, one Guyana, it's a caring government. They're looking in at mining interests.
Yeah.
I've always said, no, give me some more focus for the mining sector, which is based in Barty, because there's the community revolves around. You just say it in your own time. Then now it's a little while we seeing these activities happening, and you know people like pick up. Talk to the government. Talk to the
now.
And
next thing again, these people now come in like bully us. You understand? And I glad for like the small miners take care of this for we Guyanese. For the longest while inside here, for how much? But 2 months.
Yeah.
Going on. And you never hear a crime scene, like a murder, a shooting up, a chopping up going on in this here, which things like this is going on other places in short space of time. And this going on here for how long? For 2 months straight. You understand? People from all over, till Lethem, till Georgetown, till way, from interiors, different villages coming and earning in Takatu. And you ain't hear a murder nor chopping up nor a crime scene going on in here. You understand? How comfortable we walking, and these people who come in and claim that there's the government people coming and making people get in a way now that they're going to get vexed after time. Because you come and bully me for me, honest what you working for.
All right. Why we choose to go this way with the audio alone, right? I want you to talk directly with the hope, the anticipation, and the expectation that you're listening to our comrade president and the subject minister for Ministry of Natural Resources, the Honorable Mr. Vikram.
Yeah.
Talk to them. Talk to them.
This green clothes is in natural resources, right?
Natural resources.
I don't know if the head or the office or the head in Georgetown knows what these people coming and do us inside here. I don't know. But what I'm saying here today, this morning, that I think to myself that they should come differently to we inside here, come in a way that we could understand, but you just can't come in a way as a bully, as a warrior. You understand, in the interior and doing with these things. Yeah, because we working for an honest dollar. Personally, me, I sell little food, I sell little thing, and I don't sell drugs and guns and ammunition. That you could come into me like this way, you want to chop me down, you want to burn up me thing, you want to do this to me. No way at all. And I think the head for these people should look into this here and come to themselves, because we all are human beings. Everybody get children, they got a family, even they and all have a family. That they could take care of the family. You understand? Because you put them into me place, if somebody do, they won't like it. You understand? And I think the head's supposed to be looking into this here and see what is it. You understand? Because I can't understand, because every day that come, you gotta die in a fear. Look, just how you're gonna start coming in here, you're there in a fear. You don't know how they. You got to call somebody. You see them? They're coming with more people. They're coming with the same crew, and all these things for know if they're coming brutal or they're coming calm. You understand? You don't know. So every day is it like that.
All right. Well, under the fundamental rights and privileges as a citizen of Guyana, we know our rights, and our president too is also saying, one Guyana, equal opportunity for everybody.
That's right.
Talk, and let these people.
Yeah. And I think at least the president that I vote for the president.
Yes.
And I vote for betterment in the country. You understand? I vote for betterment in the country. And now I think that the president should look into this for we because Guyana hardly got work for people. And now you're seeing the youths in this Takatu walking and earning. You could see the youngest youth that walking in Takatu earning a motorbike that could carry wrong away. When he up on the road, he earning though because he ain't getting enough money to buy a motorbike. You understand? Yeah. Enough others will own car after this, own this after Takatu. You understand? And I should thankful for that. And I think the president should look into it concerning we Guyanese in Takatu to see that what these people doing to we. You understand? And it bring tears. Look, the other day they chop up this by Chinese thing. His wife run in the bush with her baby and start hollering and crying. Chinese sit down and crying. Tears for things them that they chop up with hundreds of thousands expenses have to come in Takatu and work for little money. In thieving, in going and rob nobody, stick up nobody with a gun. What you want we do? What you want people do? You want people turn to doing crime in this country? When you're doing crime in this country, they hunt you down next thing, they put you on bulletin, they shoot dead or alive, they're telling you, and all these things. Honestly, we in the back down walking easy. Yeah. Why these people coming and doing this thing to me? Why? The white of them come in here, the brown clothes, and they come in and talk to we and they tell we this, they tell we that. 2 times they come, they never come back. Yeah, so you know what Wardner tell me the other day? He say he don't know why these people coming back in here. He don't think they have permission to do the inside here. Because we supposed to come and give we all a letter that if it's 14 days a week for move, and if you don't move, they will send people to do this. Break down your thing and move you out. You understand? But he say he don't know why he no thing and they say that they got to come in every day to doing these things.
All right. Well, as we talking about this, we know each other, and let me explain to you now that from 2015 to 2020, there's really brought this parallel thing coming now with you call them the warden corps, right? And the GG. I could tell you this, right? Because sometimes the work you get a double standard situation going on, right? I do translation for Brazilians. Now you're gonna find that one time the GGMC go one charge, the same charge for the same thing, then right? So these are double standards. So at this moment in time, I'm going to appeal to the powers that be and the authorities to look into these situations. Because here's where the subject ministry, the legislative body, governing mining now, GGMC, right, which is the key close word and say, look, this is as it is. And then again, highlighting that resources, that the warden corps, a parallel thing, like another shell or something on top of something, coming in and creating this scenario, right? So this is it. Any other thing you'd like to say before we go?
No, well, that's all I got to say for now, no?
All right, my friend. Just hold the plate, keep it going, and continue making your commitment for betterment and development in Guyana. We got next year coming. Thanks.
Hey.
All right. My friend, before you go, right, I'd like to take this from you now. You talk about small miners and such like. You know, there were some activities. People came in here and, about small miners and thing and, made certain assertion. Now, from that time to now that we're talking now, I've been watching the situation and I haven't seen any positive or activity coming out from that now according to the small mining scenario. What do you think about that?
Well, the small miners people been in here and told us that they would represent us on this behalf. But for the time that they been in here, they never come back, and then
How
we
much
never.
time they come?
They come one time we call them and they come, and they never come back since then. But all what they keep telling us that they go we, they go fight for we, and we never get no thing afraid until you see these people start coming and doing we all kind of thing in the interior. Hey, that's all I.
Okay. All right. Sister, you're down here while how really you facing it, you know?
Facing it very hard from the day we in here, so every night you are run. Every day by time 7 o'clock, you gotta move off from the mountain and go in the next mountain. Then tell me here is not a place for me. Every time I come, they always tell me here is not a place for me. But today they tell me I must walk and go out. Then I want to see me in here, so I move from in here and I go to the roadside. I was selling something on the tree side of the road. Then say I can move the thing and go more in the bush. When I move the camp and go more in the bush, me get no more sales after then. I tell them how to drive the car and sell food instead of entertaining the pork knack come out in the back dam. For go in the back dam. The pork knack then just stop, buy the food, then they gone. After that now, they keep still checking for me. Every time I pass this check. Every time I pass this check. And then they come in here, so they reach me with the container. I tell them I'm cooking food and sell. I said, don't let them see me back in here. So every time they say the one thing over and over, it's hard. It's not me alone. Chopping up a set of people containers, some ladies was selling. Since 6 o'clock on, the whole mountain are clear. People there in the mountain. Enough people, ladies and man. People move out and gone crying. Cry. Tears every day. And if you don't got money, if you don't get money for go out, you gotta beg your way, you gotta left all where you got to go.
So as you're saying that now, you aren't doing mining, you're just going around sending food and you're not being permitted to do that?
Yeah, I do mining, yes. I let's say I got my own tech, but I can't, I'm in free in the mountain for work my own tech. Because they run you down. From time I see the accident calling you and then you come. You can't walk in the day, you walk in from time then gone by 10, 3 o'clock time, then you gotta go. And then when you done dig, the night come fast, you gotta go in back. And the mountain cold. Some day you don't feel good, cough and fever. And it's not me alone. There's more other lady there in the mountain who cooking and selling beside her. I sell like biscuit and drink for just keep the time going. Only the biscuit most guy you could fetch though. You could fetch it up the mountain, but you can't fetch drink them. You have to pay people to fetch the thing up the mountain. If you left from here and go home, the workers do home is mining chicken and layers. But if you don't get the money for turnover, layers is an expensive thing, but just get money. But you gotta work for get money for extend your business more. So that's the only way you could choose to come in the bush and raise faster, but in a hard condition. Hard. Every day you gotta pray and hope that you don't get catch on the way. 6 o'clock you are walking 1 hour and a half, clear the road before 9 o'clock. Go in the mountain and start have the tail 2, 3 o'clock when these people gone. I don't know what really going on.
Hey, just the one part, you know. Well, now, my sister, now I want you to give me your own idea. What do you think is the solution or the remedy for this situation?
Well, me, I did thinking that free the mountain for the people them is a lot of people with children and family from all over depending on this mountain all the time, depending on it really gonna be good for we. If the mountain free, it's not for me alone, it's for everybody. And it gonna go just this piece for now. We asking for the whole all over, but at least if they free this one piece say for we.
Free the mountain.
Free the mountain and give the people them permission for work. All because a lot of people want to come back here and a lot of them move, but still it got more running in the mountain and they won't come out as yet. And they're not going to come out.
The name for me. My little friend, now, how you feel now in your own words about this situation here at Takatu? Yeah. Tell me how you feel.
Yeah, Greenwood. Well, the people them, the GGMC, and so well I feel it, them should at least free up and let these youths always hustlers here. So beside me, this is we own community we in. We ain't got no other work for go and do. This we work. Beside this we getting the little money here for.
So you said GGMC. Well, we're hearing about GGMC and some green clothes. So,
And them green clothes.
all right.
Yeah.
So how you feel? What's your comments about the green clothes, the activities, the presence, and what they do in the area?
Well, them mans come and harass we and them thing, you know. Chop up if they find anything for we, them is chop up the thing them, you know, chop up the camp, the clothes, if anything left we be using for work with left and them thing, them is destroy it and so. Inside.
So during the visit, anytime they use gunshot, they fire off, I think. You know about any situation like that?
At one time, yeah. At one time, yeah.
Like about how much shots?
Just one shot. He
Okay.
said there's a warning shot like now in the ear.
Oh,
At
okay.
least it's inside the ear, I getting stuff.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, well, we continue on. I have a sister here, a sister, Bartikan's sister now. She's here too in Takatu now, and she's going to describe the circumstances as of itself from her being here. I think she's been here for a while. Please tell us.
What I could say is that the situation is out of control for the small miners. Men with pickaxe, bottle, and a simple detector. They have to tile the soil to get what they want. Sometimes they don't get much. Sometimes they get, right? Everybody in here is not rich people, it's poor people working in here. But the police, the geology and mines, and
clothes or green clothes?
the green clothes, the cakey clothes, and the brown clothes. They come in and chop up your camp, chop up your freezer, chop up your pot, chop up your gas bottle, your stove, and got people fearing for their life, running in the bush. They're busting off shots after them. It's not nice. They're breaking up the pumps. Right now it has a graveyard of pumps in the top of the hill. And some people also, they're just prospecting and they getting catch in the crossfire, taking away the detectors. When they take away the detectors, they're either taking a bribe to get it back, or if not, you have to go through the court system, pay 25,000 fine to get back your detector. That is the system. A lot of people fearing for their life right now, and they have families to maintain, they have children to go to school. So that is my intake on the whole situation.
Talk to the powers that be, particularly the subject minister.
I am asking to get some assistance in dealing with this matter from the minister that's responsible for natural resources. Because the small miners have to have a living some way. And if you're saying that we's one, then we should come to an understanding whereby people can work without being harassed day after day. So I'm asking and pleading that the ministry do something about this situation.
Thank you. And we're with another miner who is going to express in simple words and with just 2 lines. We're going to ask of you how the situation is affecting you. And say something. Talk to the powers that be.
The situation affecting me, but I ain't getting to own in my own country. I have a lot of poke knuckles like me, hustling for daily life, living, who now start a young family, and who got son and daughters to go to school. And I can't see we who belongs to A can't live off the wealth of Guyana. And you get big companies coming fetching pounds, tons away. And these crumbs, we can't pick it up for survive. So I asking the person them who in authority to could look upon small poke knuckles all as possible so we could able to live for maintain families and keep young men from away from trouble to survive. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Added to that now, just as a matter to safeguard against discrimination now, I am taking this. I've thought it this way to take it in the audio recording. We're with some young men. And my friend, how this thing is affecting you?
Well, this thing really affecting me as a youngster coming up. He trying to like get me down right now. He trying to make a little hustle as a young one, and why is we hustling? He just coming harassing we. Why is then coming the boss is shot over we head, all kind of thing, chopping up your horse, shooting up your engine, a whole lot of thing right now.
How old are you? How old are you?
25.
25.
Yeah.
Come. You're running, going, man. All right, we have to, but they're going to go and engage themselves in some other activities. Well, we're going to get some mature words as it relates to the current situation. Let us have your take on how it's affecting you. It's a little while we see each other. Let me hear what's going on.
Well, I would tell you it really affected me because from day one I only and solely depending on this place at least get the money for the holiday. And sooner or later it look like you can't get nothing at all, not even your equipments them that you're using for work. Because when the man and them come, they destroying everything and left you without nothing. You ain't get a choice to do nothing because you ain't got nothing. And then they just leave and left you on your own. So it really affecting me and others.
So that's it that we have here. Once again, on a wider perspective, powers that be, Subject Minister, His Excellency, our President of the Corporate Republic of Guyana, on behalf of these persons that we've listened to, and also to the municipality of Bartica, miners in Mazaroni number 3 mining district, Koyuni mining, number 4 mining district, we are appealing for your intervention. We are appealing for an opportunity to have the access, legitimate access, be designed from the plans and programs that are now in place to work against the smuggling of gold and resources out from our country. We are saying now that we're going to comply and we're going to go forward now relatively in this direction. The situation as it presents itself, and we are indicating to you that it's state land, and definitely the patrimony belongs to all of us, and we are asking of you to look into this for us. We are in support of the programs, plans, and other means that are in place for development and continued progress. One Guyana. Thank you. All right, I'm not going to burden them, they're very reluctant now, but what I'm being made to understand that there were instances where persons were physically assaulted, handcuffed, gun-butted, right? And on the way forward, I think definitely some investigations will be undertaken to get these things in an evidential manner to present it towards engaging the process where the dispensation of justice is concerned. Now, I was made to understand now that a youngster, a bit slow in responding to questions and identifying himself, was beaten, gun butt, and handcuffed. And these are things, not one person alone that is saying these things. So evidently it's coming across 2 or 3 or more persons. There's some evidence of it, And I'm asking now of the relevant authorities to come and look at this situation. Earlier, we had one commentary stating now that the activities here has been happening without any much crime or without no crime. Since this has been happening here, no stabbing and no violent situation as it is now. But, such circumstances is provocation, and God forbid, worse could happen. So this is the situation as it is here in Takatu also. Yeah. All right. One other thing now we notice and we'd like to put a note now is that there was a mob in this location. We be made to understand and restraint has been exercised because, you know, had persons not being so educated and disciplined. I know my Bartica people and other Guyanese, fire. Right? We are disciplined and better thinking prevail in the face of these provocations from the powers that be or the authorities that were here purporting that they are conducting some exercise with regards of the activities happening here, right? So in your own words, tell us about the situation that you just made mention, the handcuffing and the beating and the thing like that, to validate what I'm saying here now.
Yeah, because when they were handcuffing and beating people and shooting
Gun
shots
button?
over the heads
The gun
and
button?
yeah, and gun butt people and stuff like that.
Why?
Because simply if you just talk for your own rights, it's not a violation. You're able to call for, you're able to slap. No, simply just talk a word and say, well, you can't do this to we. We can't do this to you. One man simply said, you can't do this to we, soldier. You coming in one way and we coming in one way. You going out one way and we coming in one way. It's only one way in the back down and one way out the back down. They beat the man for though. They beat the man for though. The gun but he tie up in the sun. Handcuff you in the sun. Got you all day in the sun there. You understand? Now if the mob, the people that were in here was a lot of people. If they had wanted, they could have retaliated against them and overpower them since then. But a lot of these pork knockers might be pork knockers, but they have a better sense because they didn't retaliate against them. They just stood there and watched what they was doing and said, let me keep your mouth shut because it might get worse. People think about the children, people think about the family before acting. This is not criminal people. Criminal don't think in the manner. Criminal would overtake them and maybe slaughter them inside here. And then it would be a different scenario. It could be a massacre in here. But the people till now in retaliate against none of the authorities. Violently. They didn't attack none of the police. They didn't attack none of the GLG.
But this is the point that I'm basing, because what I've recognized across the board is that everyone is prepared to comply. Everyone is indicating now that once you get a response, and we attempting here to engage the powers that be to come in and to make some provision. Fair enough, you provide land and resources. Now we got a scenario here, and it's within the scope of the powers that be to provide
yes, because people invest the earnings that they had. With some of them was a very small earning they had, but they invested to come in the interior here because they heard about the shout, right? And now being the things chop up or damage up, or they can't get to work, they can't get money to move. So what you going to do there now? You just have to hide in the bush like you're animals. We're human beings.
There's a situation now that the persons invest, make a move and come now, and then you can't walk, so you're left
stuck.
Stuck.
Yes, you're stuck.
At the location now, how to come out back to go? At your one way or how we coming
how
out
we
back?
coming out back? How we coming out back? The finance is not there to move you. And the big goal that they're talking about, you have to tile the soil. When I say tile, you know, it got a saying that they use, you got to beat it to meet it. Well, that is what's happening. You have to beat that mattock. You have to beat that mattock. Sometimes you might get a penny weight. You understand? You can't move out everything you have with $20,000. You understand? So that is the situation in here.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we still reporting from Takatu now. We're seeing we've encountered another brother here, and I will ask of him in a couple of words to identify how much this current circumstances as it surrounds the Takatu area by the GGMC and likewise natural resources is affecting him.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, this thing affecting a lot of people in the Baghdad, man. These guys just coming and destroying people equipment, people hustling with take care of the families, you know. Yeah, they just coming and destroying everything, rocking up, burning up your rush and everything, man.
So, what would you like to convey to the powers that be, particularly the subject minister and our president of the Cooperative Republic? What would you ask of him relative to the situation?
Yeah, we just want permission for the small miners hustle till they get the place sorted out, man, no? Yeah. You see, get hustle in the meantime till they get the place sorted out. At least they could come and produce some kind of document showing we that it's somebody land. Understand? Yeah, we just want to hustle in the meantime.
All right, thanks. Well, viewers, I'm at a location here in the Takatu back dam. In this direction, a bit more, I was made to understand is where the shout, the activities of the shout was focused on out here. And what you've heard about and what we're continuing to look at now here is the impact that's happening here. We are being directed our attention to is the manner in which the green clothes warden, which happens to be the natural resources personnel, manner and attitude, and their line of purported responsibilities. Now, this Green Clothes Award and Corps came into existence during the period of 2015 to 2020. And personally, I've encountered circumstances where there is a duplicity in circumstances where GGMC has their mandated by law, all right? By law, their mandate as relative to the mining sector in Guyana as of itself. Now, the question is how is the natural resources as of itself that are carrying out these activities, the destruction of property of persons, and also to, harassing persons that are present on these particular land at the back there. Obviously, I'm here, I'm not mining. The only thing I'm mining is the business, all right? So, it is left to see. They're going to be here very shortly, how their approach to this particular circumstances here in Takatu. Now, preliminary research has indicated to me that the land as of itself, it does not have a private owner. It is not the concession. It is not the location of anyone for the purposes of mining or as gazetted or on the map. I did check with SMAGI, there's a small miners association of Guyana Incorporated. With this, SMAGI has indicated to me that they have a copy on their GPS, likewise GGMC, indicating that this particular territory, this particular piece of land is state land. All right. So as it is, the point that I'm going to direct and drive at now, if it's state, why it is then now that Guyanese are not being guided to legitimately and appropriately through the channels to work or to earn a living as of itself that would come under the fundamental rights and privileges as a citizen of Guyana, under the laws that govern in Guyana, the Constitution, Chapter 101, Subchapter 3, Article 40, clearly states all of this, a right to happy life, right to freedom of expression, and such others. Why is this being denied? Why it is now that a purported body that's in the Warden Corps now are going beyond the scope of GGMC. I'm here at this location too. What I've observed There's a lot of young people, young men, people seeking a choice, through their choice, a means of living, a means of survival. So I'm going to ask on the powers to be to also look in this direction. A one Guyana for all, a good life for everyone, equal access, equitable access to everything. Bartica as of itself before 2024 had been in a type of darkness, economical darkness, for the drop in commercial activities and the economic turnover in the municipality of Bartica as of itself did drop a bit, and many left and many moved away. But this economic darkness saw a light that has its origination and axis from this Takatu back down, where commercial activities picked up. Conversation with business owners, the business personnel from Bartica has indicated to me directly they saw people coming in, buying more stuff, implements and items that we could consider as mining inputs to the mining industry. We've seen that activity. We've seen a lift in the economy of Bartica. And now this situation now, where I came in here, and it's heartrending. It's grieving to see you, fellow Guyanese in their own country, in fear, in intimidation, as it relates to their means and survival. So I'm going to ask of the relative personnel and powers that be, we to look into this favorably for the municipality, for the community of Bartica particularly, where originally the gateway to the interior, it's mining base, economic activities. We are now focusing on a transition from that to a tourism-based economy, but still in the interim, I'm going to appeal on behalf of my fellow Barticans, persons in the municipality of Bartica, in all the sectors, inclusive under the heading of socio-economic, heading to look into this for the sake of Bartica, to take us out now from this darkness, this economic darkness, completely, and to guarantee us some means. Now, recently, it was highlighted that systems are going to be in place to ensure that the illegality of gold and gold products, or products in the form of gold coming out from the industry, is channeled in the right sources to cut back on smuggling. Now, as it presents itself here, I've talked with the Guyanese here, fellow Guyanese here, and they're prepared to comply with whatever conditions and terms are met out. Now I'm going to drive this point again home to you, in that, God forbid, we know that the area is on state land, and God forbid, it would not reflect well in public domain to understand that such change could result, as it is now, right? I'm saying now that, for the sake of a municipality and a wider cross-section of persons, right, you should be in a better position to benefit, all right? I do not want to go down this route, but I would just touch a bit lightly on it with regards of the economic activities of Bartica, all right? There's a lot of material. How the system is so designed, it is going along that way. And I'm subject to correction too, good. But, this is my paradigm, how I've seen it and how I perceive it. I could be off course and, as I've said, subject to corrections. What is the municipality of Bartica benefiting as it regards to royalty and other stuff like that? Good. from the resources that are being extracted besides gold. What is the municipality benefiting? What is the region benefiting? Other than the subvention and the budgeted allocations that come out from the annual budget with regards to the maintenance of infrastructure and other such formalities with regards to the municipality and region as of itself. We're talking about sand materials, we're talking about stone materials, we're talking about timber, what it is. Now here it is, a situation has presents itself now that an economic light from this economic darkness for us here in the municipality of Bartica has presented itself. There was a lift, and there is a lift. There was a lift, yes, in the economic activity, which has slowed down, owing to the fact now that they are personnel, and we made to understand the green clothes personnel are predominantly present in here, denying persons access from earning a living. So this is the point that I'm going to highlight here. And again, I'm going to ask for the powers that be, whoever you may be, if you're watching, and once you're watching this, to look at this situation in a win-win manner. Win-win manner. Win-win for both parties. Win-win for all who are involved. Bartica now, on behalf of them, is crying out now for this. All right? So, going forward, I would also like to highlight that I've recognized the fact everyone is aware of the development and what is unfolding in regards to betterment for everyone's life. And definitely, I know for sure they're going to support that, because you would detect this in the presentation that they have been given to you or have given you in our recordings. Some I don't know as yet, right? But I have audio recordings. I've chosen that. I've presented that option to them. And why it is so is for fear of victimization. All right? Imagine that under Chapter 101, Laws of Guyana, Subchapter 3, Article 40, Fundamental Rights and Privileges of a Citizen, a Guyanese citizenship. But you in your own country with fear, intimidation. All right? So these are the representations that I'm putting forward on behalf of my fellow citizens, my fellow Barticans in my hometown here for consideration. And we are prepared to not only to talk the talk, but to walk the walk once supported, once given the opportunity, the privileges that are rightfully ours to continue to support development. But once the platform is presented, we prepare to comply legitimately and to whatever the conditions to do so, to be guided to also. So this serves as a plea on behalf of us here in the municipality of Bartica, particularly in Region 7, Cuyuni, Mazaruni. Thank you.